want to just talk to you for a moment on this subject, the power to change. The power to change. This third episode in the 9th chapter of Mark's account of the gospel with the cure of a demon-possessed boy, Matthew and Luke have a shorter version of the same story. Matthew's account emphasizes that if the disciples had had the faith the size of mustard seeds, they could see mountains be moved from here to there. You gonna pray with me? And nothing would be impossible. Luke's gospel does not mention Jesus' explanation to his disciples, but simply that all were astonished at the greatness of God's power. This particular episode, this particular story told before us deals with a desperate human being, with a desperate situation. A person who is in desperate need. And his problem is the inability of the disciples to help a man in need who has a son who is demon possessed. And the reality of the text is really not about the healing of the boy. And yet one would be off exegetically if you thought that the text was about this father just bringing a boy to be healed. Y'all ain't gonna talk back to me. That is not the overarching exegetical understanding of the text. What the text wants us to see tonight, what Mark really wants us to see, is the inability of the church to effect change in the absence of Jesus. I wish I could get a witness right there. If you are unfamiliar with the text before us today, Jesus had gone up into the highest mountain for transfiguration. He took 3 of the 12 disciples with him. He left 9, took 3 of the disciples with him, but they were unable in the absence of Jesus to exercise the power that they had previously been given. Can I help us tonight? Jesus is on the top of the mountain. And the word transfigure is where we get our English word metamorphosis, which means to change. You're going to help me. Those of you that are familiar with the text know that Jesus changed before their eyes. In essence, he gave them a glimpse of his glory. They got a chance to see what he would look like on the other side of resurrection. This text sets us up. It sets us up. He is about to go through passion. He is about to go through suffering. He is about to go through to Calvary. And then he goes through, when he goes through his trial, he will be beaten. His beard will be plucked out. His body will be tattered and torn. He will be bloody. I wish I had a witness. But Jesus had wanted these 3 to witness his glory before they violated his flesh. I'm going somewhere. Watch this. They're up on the mountaintop, and here comes Elijah, who represents the prophets, and here comes Moses, who represents the law. And the appearance of these 2 figures is important because it now means that the law and the prophets are subject to the Messiah. Yeah, they didn't just show up just to show up. Now the text refers to the disciples, but I beg to tell you that really this text is speaking to us. Can I help us in the house today? Come here, the church, the disciples from whom help should be expected. Mark 6 and 7 states that he called the 12 and he sends them out 2 by 2. He gave them authority. Watch this. I'm in Mark 9. The power came in Mark 6. He gave them power in Mark 6. They didn't have it in 9. I want to have somebody in here today, and there are a lot of people who had power before.